us another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same escape. Darling, where you going? It won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it is Old Man G here back again, and it's bloody Burnley. As we said, no, we've been able to see off Burnley, Manchester United 3, Burnley 1, in what was ultimately, I think anyway, quite a comfortable performance. By the way, guys, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, we are UnitedX. Smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news and more. This is obviously the last Premier League game of 2021. Roll on 2022. Roll on 2022. But I'm glad that we won it, because we need at least to build some form of momentum going into 2022 on Manchester United's basically just run on to top 4, basically. But yeah, Manchester United 3, Burnley 1. Get involved in the comments. I will post the StreamYard link in probably about 10-15 minutes. So if anyone wants to have their say, wants to come onto the show, stay tuned, let me know. I just want to give my initial sort of thoughts, and then we will basically get started. Make sure that you like the vid. It helps the algorithm. If you can, please leave a comment when the stream is when the stream is when we're not live anymore. So that helps with the algorithm. And thank you so much for those guys who stayed tuned in the previous match reaction. I'll bet it was quite a negative one. So just quick look into the comments. So Walter Atletico says that second was rough. It was. Manchester United official TV says, bro, this match was massive. I need your shout out, boss. I'm all the way from Uganda. Shout out to my brother, Manchester United fan from Uganda. I'm assuming it's an official United channel, so head over there and subscribe to him, bro. You know, Africa has a very big Manchester United contingent, so you know, much love. And Zach again, really appreciate it. What would you rate United 2020 out of 10? Well, bro, me and Maisie actually did in the community channel update video. We actually basically half and half of it was us talking about Manchester United. Well, the channel, which was towards the end, but most of the stream was actually just rating 2021 and looking at the positives and negatives. As far as I'm concerned, I think that Manchester this year, I would give it probably like a 4, to be honest. I wouldn't even call it average, because you know, we're not in we're ending 2021. We're not on the top 4. We're not on a title race. And for the level that's expected Manchester United, at the very least, I would expect that we should have won if we'd won the Europa League, then I'd probably say it was a good solid 7, because we expected to win that, because we were the only Champions League team left. You know, and then okay, we were maybe sort of in top 4, then I progressed from that. But the fact that we are not in the top 4, we didn't win the Europa League, the whole player situation is still quite tenuous, and we don't really know what the direction of the football club is going forward. For me, I'd say 2021 has been a bit of a bust, and there have been a lot of negatives this year. The only real positive is that we signed Ronaldo, and even then, people debating as to whether or not that is a positive or negative. So it is what it is. Forgate was playing for Guy was. Let's probably get into this game also a bit of a breakdown. Actually, the first goal we scored in 7 minutes. It was great for us to score a goal so early, given that we played badly for both halves all season. It was actually good to score an early goal. It felt like, when was the last time we scored an early goal? So that was actually really, really good to see. And obviously, that goals. I'm trying to remember who scored the goal. It was Mctominay. Mctominay for me was man of the match. Had a brilliant game. But I think people need to realize that McTominay, because a lot of people say, "Oh, McTominay was like," yes, I've said several times that McTominay's best position is the number 8, is when he's on the edge of the box. That's his best position. So he did that for Leeds, and surprisingly for Burnley, I was very surprised that Burnley gave us the space that they did. It's quite surprising. I thought they'd be a bit more compact, but they gave us a lot of space. So when McTominay is at the edge of the box going forward driving, he's actually he's actually a solid player. But for most of the season, he's been asked to basically play a holding midfielder role or a number 6 role. And I don't know why there's this insistence. Now, part of me thinks that this is because of Fletcher. Now this is my fear. Before I want to take a brief tangent, but one of the things that are going to this game is like, why on earth is Van der Beek not playing? Why is Fred dropped? And why is McTominay playing? I'm seeing Fletcher on the touch line barking orders and thinking, I wonder whether the reason why Scott McTominay is playing persistently picked is that Darren Fletcher has a thing for McTominay, and obviously both Scottish, etc. And so as a result, wants him there. He needs to be there at the expense of Van der Beek. That's the only thing I can think of as to why Donny Van der Beek is still not being picked. Because at the end of the day, you're seeing successive managers still pick the two. And it's like, but why? But maybe Ragnick is like, but hang on a minute. Fletcher is there. I don't know why he's there, because as I put a tweet out, I don't know what the purpose of I don't know what the sporting director. I don't know many sporting directors that are in the dugout. I don't know what the purpose of that is, or getting involved in training. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. So it's weird. But regardless, he came on. He did his thing. He was solid. And I don't have any complaints with the guy. I think he had a solid game. But he had a solid game because he was playing farther up, and because Matic, who is our only real holding DM, basically was okay, was solid. Like he protected, because no one's going to talk about Matic, but the reality is that Scott McTominay doesn't play the way he played today if Matic isn't playing. It's as simple as that. But regardless, McTominay obviously got cracking goal, a sort of semi Cristiano Ronaldo assist, semi, and we were cooking. And I always thought that as soon as we get a goal up, Burnley, it's over for Burnley, because Burnley need to come sort of be open, be more pragmatic, and that's not how they play generally. They're not good at playing that way. And although they had quite a few chances and we got exposed sometimes, I always thought that in the first half and even the second half that we were still relatively comfortable. There's maybe 1 or 2 10 minutes either half where I was like, okay, maybe we need to be careful because as they were pressing us. But yeah, we were fine, especially after that Lennon goal when they were about to get a bit of momentum. But it was okay. There was no real issues, at least from what I could see. Fair play, McTominay says EFAC. McTominay's shooting is actually, it is good, Zach. It is good, Zach, and he did deserve a second goal. I would agree. McTominay could have easily got a hat trick today. He could have easily got a hat trick today. But yeah, I mean, as Zach as you said, they won the game exactly. When they scored the third goal, I was like, obviously it was Sancho was great. It was great to see Sancho get involved, although I don't think he still had an overall great game. So I am a bit disappointed that it went as a Ben Mee own goal. I personally thought it was still going in, even if he didn't touch it, but or maybe like it would have hit off the edge of the post in, but it is what it is, So that's obviously annoying him, because I'm sure he wanted to get on the goals on the score sheet. And obviously Ronaldo, I mean, it was a brilliant shot by Scott McTominay. Probably should have been a goal. And then, it bounced off the post. And obviously Ronaldo, there's nothing the goalkeeper can do about it. It bounced off, he saves, it bounced off the post. and it falls through to Ronaldo, tap in, bada bing, bada boom. The game's over at 3-0. And even though Burnley scored, I don't think they're ever going to be back into this game. So it was a must-win for Manchester United's pursuit for top four. It was definitely a must-win, and we won it. And we go into bigger things regarding Wolves, who are obviously a very difficult team. I think they took points of Chelsea this season already, and I think Liverpool as well. I think, much like Brighton. So it's gonna be difficult, but we need to keep this momentum going forward because we need to get back in top four. And a lot of United's rivals for top four are currently playing. I think Arsenal's next game is like against Manchester City. Chelsea are playing against who are Chelsea playing against? Liverpool. So we have opportunities to close the gap, and it's important that we do so. Congrats on moving to 6th place. Well, I know it sucks. It sucks. But we end the year on a high, which is good. Big up, says Luca. This is Luca. Scott was class. He definitely was. I agree. Gonna go 100 shouts. SMB as well. Thank you for joining as well, brother. Really appreciate it. Scott lost possession a few times. He did, but when you're playing in that number 8 role, it's fine to do that. It's not doing it constantly like Bruno seems to have been doing for a while. But it's fine. It's not a problem. I don't mind it as an 8. But if you're playing a 6 role, then you can't really do that, can you? Scotty too hotty for getting United W today. No, Liverpool beat Wolves 1-0, but it was a 90-minute. Oh, yes, I remember now. Yes, it was Origi, wasn't it, I think, that got the 1-0 stoppage time. But it was close. So, but the point I guess I'm making overall is that Wolves are difficult, are a difficult side. And they cause Chelsea problems. They cause, I mean, if I recall, Wolves, it was 1-0. And then even City, I think, got the 1-0 and it was a penalty. And then Chelsea obviously dropped points, so it's not like even any of the top 3 teams have dominated Wolves, so United, I think, need to be careful. For me, this is going to be, we need to be careful this game. We need to win, but it's not going to be easy, like, at all. It's really, really not. City and Liverpool both won against Wolves, but both strong. Exactly, that's my point. And no, I said, Sancho. Sorry, I thought yes, you're right. He did. I mean, let me know who you think your man of the match was. I think that if I was to go through the team, I think that obviously De Gea didn't have much to do. Can't really say. I think Bailly had a brilliant game. I will big up Bailly. I still think he's our best centre back. The injury that he picked up looks like it's a minor groin. It's not too bad. So it's good he came off. He's going to AFCON anyway, so I think probably maybe there was an element of that way. I want to have a precaution. So I suspect that hopefully he'll be back. We're going to be without him anyway, but for me, he was class today. So he really made up for the person next to him in Harry Maguire, who people say that Bailly was at fault for the goal. I don't really understand that. Like, yes, okay, Bailly's touch wasn't good. Okay, yes. This is why I keep. It's the same thing with the goal against Newcastle, where the same thing Varane happened. There are still phases, like just because someone has a poor touch and loses the ball doesn't mean that the goal should automatically happen. It doesn't work like that. So in the case, just like the Varane had a poor touch. Yes, he was directly. Yes, he had a poor touch. Yes, by the poor touch. But once again, Harry Maguire, in this instance, he backs off. He basically allows Aaron Lennon to basically take the shot. That's basically what he does. Like, you go to him and force him as a defender, force him one side instead of backing off, allow him to shoot. I don't understand why defenders do that. I get when in the box you don't want to touch them to give away a penalty, but at least make it difficult for them so that they have to make a decision. Harry doesn't do that. And for me, he was just as much a fault of the goal, if not more so, than Eric Bailly was, or Varane was at the time for various reasons. But that's my personal opinion. He didn't do anything special for me for the rest of the game, in my personal opinion. Make sure that you like the vid, guys. It goes a long way. The fullbacks coming in was good. Luke Shaw, I think, was good. Slowed down in the second half, but I think he really sort of came into his stride in the first half, striving forward and creating chances. It was good to see Wan-Bissaka back. I said several times that Wan-Bissaka should have played against Newcastle because, yes, going forward, he is not good. And I get that Dalot cross got us the goal. but he is a better defender than. But certainly against, I think, bigger defenders, he's better. Against like the Burnley forwards that are just big, he just pocketed most of them. He pocketed them. So against like just if you're going to play I don't know, like a City, then you don't necessarily need that maybe, or Liverpool even. But against mid-table to bottom-table teams that have more stocky forwards that will just bully you, then it becomes more significant. And it was noticeable seeing Wan-Bissaka's defensibility that helped us a lot, and obviously area ability as well. So going for the team. Obviously, we talked about Mctominay. Matic, like I said, is the undeserved hero of the team. To be honest, he's very, very, very. Mctominay doesn't play this game today if it's not for Nemanja Matic, in my personal opinion. And it just goes to show you that one, Scott McTominay has been playing in the wrong position for all this time. We know this, and two, we need to get a holding midfielder. It's as simple as that. Obviously, Greenwood and Sancho. I think Greenwood got a bit quiet at times. Likewise with Sancho. I wouldn't have said that both of those players had the best games. And again, it's a question as to why Van der Beek wasn't involved. At this point, I'm thinking it's either because of Fletcher or it's because there's been some sort of personal agreement that he's leaving in January. That's the thing, because with Bruno out, you'd think, right, get Van der Beek, we'll do it, it's okay. But I just think that there must be some, either it's Fletcher blocking things, or there must be some agreement that he is leaving in January, because I don't understand otherwise. That's just my personal opinion. Going forward, Cavani, I think, had a quiet game. He should have scored that goal when he was onside to make it 4-1, because though the linesman raised his flag, he was onside. And it should have stood, but I think he had a quiet game. Ronaldo, likewise, him not getting as much service. He did obviously score the in-quote tap-in and obviously got involved. I would generally like to see more selflessness with our forwards instead of, the likes of Sancho and Greenwood, for example, always cutting inside and coming in, the likes of Ronaldo, and well, Cavani's not selfish, but Ronaldo just taking speculative shots. There needs to be more camaraderie in our front four. And I think right now our front four in general is quite selfish. I think that's harmful for the team. I think that's everybody, So overall, I'm happy we've got the win. Obviously, we are, I think, 4 points, if I recall, in the Premier League table. Let's go that. Let's click to the Premier League table. Where's the Premier League table? Here we go. So, yes, we are 4 points from Arsenal Football Club with a game in hand. We are obviously chasing them for top four. But the next games are going to be critical. The next games are going to be very, very critical. I generally think that, especially after the Lukaku comments, that Chelsea are going to probably be drawn into this top four battle, with the next 3 games being against Liverpool, City and Spurs. So there's going to be some taking of the points from what I see. Arsenal likewise, Spurs likewise. So we need to win our next 3 games. If we're going to have any chance, we need to win our next 3 games. However, that's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult, and it starts against a Wolves side on Monday at Old Trafford that aren't going to. It might benefit us that with the fact that we're at home, but to be honest, it's probably not. And the last time we played against Wolves, I remember it was the last game of the season, but we got a lot of youngsters that really helped. Whether playing the old guard or not in this game is the best case remains to be seen, in my personal opinion. So United, to me right now, it feels like when Arsenal was scrapping wins at the beginning of the season with no flow, United can keep winning and show more, they can get top 4. That's a fair point. And to be fair, Arsenal and Chelsea had this scrappy kind of run. They weren't playing well, but they were kind of winning games. Same thing with Spurs. Hopefully that is the same thing with United, where we can just scrappily just get some of these wins. We can just build something. Because the problem is that you don't want to be a situation where likes of Arsenal and Spurs are actually at a completely different level to United at this point, because they've put themselves in a better position. Defenders look back up because they're taught not to jump into tackles and hence end up getting beaten. That's true. And I think that that's the case, you know, maybe outside the box or on the outer side of the box. But when you're kind of like your back is going towards goal, at some point you've got to kind of just, step up and just be like, what's going on? Just do something, block him. Don't give away the penalty, but usher him to a different side. That's at least what I think anyway. Yeah, he lets the maximum thing is shoot. Ronaldo needs to stop taking. Yeah, I mean that's. I don't know why Ronaldo continues to take off free kicks. I legit don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't. Chainsaw is a member of this channel. Remember, guys, if you want to be a member of the channel and to get exclusive membership perks, please hit that membership button and get involved. Good win and have a great new year, Red Devil. Same to you, Chainsaw. Same to you, bro. 2020 is going to be great. It's going to be great for you. It's going to get great for everyone that's watching this. It's going to be great for the channel as well because we've got a lot of new faces, a lot of new content, and just a lot of stuff in store. So please, yes, get involved. It helps a lot. We're going to push. We're going to get bigger. Let roll on 2020. That is the plan. So overall, to be honest, it's weird. Like, there's not actually that much to say. I know that I know that sounds weird, but there's actually not that much to say about this game. Ultimately, that like it was a good game from the United point of view. We did what we needed to do, and actually we need to just focus right now on getting through Wolves, getting a sense of togetherness, a sense of chemistry, a sense of togetherness. I'm tired. It's almost 11 o'clock here. I'm saying to go to bed. But Zach says one needed more action in the second half. I mean, that could have been the players. It could have been the manager. You're 3-1 up. It's like, okay, chill, calm down, don't go gun ho, protect what you have, etc. Because ultimately the 3 points is important. But you're right. I mean, if we stepped it up a gear, we could have probably got another three more goals, but we didn't. What I would say is that Burnley gave us a lot more space than I think most other teams will. I was surprised by how much space Burnley gave us to run. I don't think Wolves are going to give us that space. I don't think Brighton are going to give us that space. I don't think any other team outside the bottom 3, and even then Newcastle didn't give us a lot of space. They were beaten by other teams that could hold on to the ball when we're comfortable in the ball. We still don't look comfortable ballers. We've got a lot of technically gifted individuals, but we don't really have any we don't even have any footballers that seem to be comfortable on the ball, and we need a sizable amount of those. Give and go, touch, holding on to ball possession. We don't seem to have those players, or it could be the coaching, either or. But ultimately, if United could get into a good run of form, then we're cooking. We're absolutely cooking. If United can get a good run of form, we are absolutely cooking. Absolutely. And hopefully we can continue doing that up until continue doing that up until we face Atletico Madrid. And that's going to be big. That is definitely going to be big. Does the amount of yellow cards reset after the new year? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. That is a very good question. I have no idea. Please let me know. If anyone knows, let me know, because I have no idea whether they reset. I legit have no idea whether they do or not. I really don't. I just think that it's I don't know. But hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. Let me see. I think that's the comments. Okay, cool. Oh, let's have a look. I thought Baye went to AFCON early. Did he come back? Yeah, he did. Apparently, I think I don't know. Did he flew there and then he was recalled, something along those lines. That's at least what I was told. He kind of flew and he came back as a cord. So I suspect that he's going to go. Well, he's going. When is it? The tournament starts on the 9th, I think. So yeah, he's gone. I don't think Bai is going to be available for Burnley. Sorry, for Wolves. I think most I would expect that most AFCON players are leaving now. Will begin to leave now. That's what I assume. You know, maybe after the weekend, as soon as the weekend games are done, the news games are done, they're gone. Maybe Bai might be available against Wolves, possibly. I'd love it if he was. But the AFCON starts on the 9th, and that's next Sunday. By the way, guys, we are going to be covering AFCON. We are. We definitely are. We definitely are going to be covering AFCON. I might not do live most matches like this. The only time I'll do a live match like post match like this will be if Nigeria get humiliated. Then I will do a live match track and just rant about how bad the Nigerian Federation and Nigerian team are. But outside of that, I'll probably just be posting a couple of videos here and there, commenting on, Salah and Mane and different sorts of things. So we will be covering the AFCON on this channel, just like we covered the Euros on this channel, because we're not discriminatory. So we're covering the Euros, covering the AFCON, we'll be covering the World Cup when it comes. It is what it is. Ronaldo actually played a good overall game, and I think that's fair. I think that's fair as well. Lucas says we won't get top 4. There's a thing called reverse jinx, Luca, and I think you're reverse jinxing Arsenal. I think you are. Arsenal are the informed team right now, certainly out of the teams that want to chase fourth. Ronaldo frustrated with himself the whole game. Yeah, but that's the nature. That's the nature of a top player. The nature of a top player is to be frustrated because you set the standards that you want so highly. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, WeH9X. Smash the notification button for latest Manchester news. Stay tuned. Maisie will be next week. We will be obviously we're doing the preview for Wolves on Sunday. There'll be a match reaction that Maisie will be doing solo by herself on this channel after the Wolves game. And then Top 10 Manchester United Players Weekly returns on the Tuesday. The content keeps on coming, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, get involved, guys. Take care and cheers.